Hi everyone, my name is Hallie Oliver, and for my diversity topic, I explored how integrating critical perspectives and oral histories can promote an inclusive and anti-oppressive curriculum, especially in classrooms like myself, where students bring a wide range of identities, learning needs, and lived-in experiences. By the title, I have Why Integrate Critical Perspectives and Oral Histories. I think the answer is very straightforward to promote diversity in the classroom. So again, how can we create the inclusive and anti-oppressive curriculum? I think my biggest takeaway from my research was this, that curriculum is never neutral and it centers around, and we need to center around silence voices. That matters so much. The materials we choose, the narratives we highlight, and even the silences in our instruction all shape who feels and who feels seen and who does not feel seen. Across the studies I reviewed and the articles I reviewed, one clear theme emerged to me. When we uplift our student voices and engage with histories that are often left out of textbooks, students not only connect more deeply with each other, with themselves, but they also feel very valued in their learning space in the classroom. So this research really challenged me to think beyond the surface level of inclusion, beyond that just one co-teaching model when there are several, just there's so many things. And I've always aimed to support my students with IEPs and with language needs. But now I realize that inclusion must extend to the stories that we tell and with the power structures that we ask students to examine, especially in a history classroom. And oral history stood out as a very powerful tool, something that is adaptable, can be personable, and it is deeply human. Oral histories build empathy and strengthen student connection. It's just a fact. So what can I do differently with this next year? I will be in a middle school classroom next year, so it'll be a little bit different from the high school setting, but not too much. One benefit I will have, there's no standardized test for seventh grade. So with that, I plan to embed more opportunities for storytelling and student reflection, and that can be a standards mastery. That can be a summative assessment and a formative assessment. And this can mean for more student-led inquiry and history interviews, potentially with family members or members of the community, and more open-ended questions that invite multiple perspectives, especially around race, war, economics, and civic identity. And I'll push back more intentionally on curriculum that leans too heavily on one narrative or one worldview. And it's going to be world history. So ultimately, this project reminded me that the heart of inclusive education isn't just access, it's transformation. Thank you for listening.